You guys seen Fall Out Boy's new video?
You guys heard Paramore's new album?
Have you guys heard that new Panic at the Disco album? Where'd I get this shirt? Hot Topics. Hey, can you take this picture of me? Did you get it? Do you guys want to ride with me to Hot Topics? Are you kidding me? Shut up! Fall Out Boy's headlining the Honda Civic Tour this year.
Alright, if I get this in, you gotta kiss me. Okay.
Let me see that ass back and let me. Let me see that ass back and let me. Let me see that ass back and let me.
Hey, Christopher. Yeah, boss, what's up? What do you think about making some of our articles open access? That's a good idea. Make the articles free to the public so that anybody can appreciate the latest scientific advancements. I like it. Of course, the author would have to pay some kind of publishing fee. Yeah, okay, that's reasonable. What, like a couple $100? Yeah, I was thinking maybe $11,000. What? Yeah, $11,000, and we put your article on our website for anybody to read. Why so much? Oh, you know, all the costs. What costs? Reviewing the article? Yeah, we don't pay reviewers. We guilt them into it because it's good for science. Okay, what about formatting? Your 12-year-old niece does that for us. Well, we gotta publish it. That costs money. It's a PDF on a website. Kaylee does it in like 2 seconds. Kaylee? Your niece. Oh, yeah. Besides, who's gonna be able to afford this? Oh, people will pay. Why? Because they have to. What do you mean? Researchers have to publish in order to keep their jobs or get promoted, and we're one of the most prestigious journals around. People will pay. So it's extortion. Here at Nature, we're doing crime. Oh, Christopher, don't be so dramatic. So let me get this straight. You want to charge researchers $11,000 to publish an open access article, thereby ensuring that only researchers with the most money get to publish an article, which defeats the purpose of having open access articles in the first place. Yeah, that's right. And this is guaranteed to be profitable because researchers' livelihoods are dependent on a predatory system that values publishing in high-impact journals. Hey, you got it. This, of course, is insane. It's academics, baby.
Last night, while in Times Square, I saw a mom taking pictures of this kid in this amazing Venom superhero costume.
Then I saw you and I knew.
I asked his mom if I could take some pictures of him, and the mother thought about it for a second and said yes.
All that I've been through.
Ian jumped on top and started giving me the coolest poses ever.
And now I see myself with you. I don't say a word, but still
His energy was so amazing too, and after I showed them the pictures, this is how he said thank you to me. I got the biggest hug ever from Ian, guys.
fire on fire. We'll normally kiss with this much desire together.
Good job, Arnold. Did you find the ball? Did you find the ball? Did you find the ball? Yes, you did.
Would you believe the woman that sang this was once one of the best known singing voices in Hollywood? Not many people know her name, but I can almost guarantee that you've heard Marnie Nixon's voice.
No, 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 no.
I'm Dara Star Tucker, and this is the breakdown. If you love classic Hollywood musicals like I do, you've probably grown up listening to Marni Nixon. You just didn't know it. She was a classically trained singer that ended up doing what's known as ghost singing for some of the most famous actresses in the world. It was a real-life singing in the rain scenario.
Just singing in the rain.
Her first big job was as the vocal double for Deborah Carr in The King and I. She and Deborah worked really closely together to make sure that Marnie's voice lived well with the visuals, but 20th Century Fox was adamant that no one know that Deborah Carr hadn't done her own singing.
Getting to know you.
Deborah actually wanted to give Marnie credit for all her hard work. In March of 1956, Deborah told a reporter from the Desert Sun that Marnie had only helped with the high notes. Even this partial truth caused a pretty big scandal at the time. 20th Century Fox was furious. For all her hard work on The King and I, Marnie was paid a whopping $420. Natalie Wood worked very hard with a vocal coach to be able to do her own singing in West Side Story. United Artists wanted Marnie to shadow Natalie like she'd done for Deborah Carr in The King and I, but Natalie would not allow it. Natalie even recorded the entire soundtrack with the orchestra, thinking her voice would be used. But in the end, United Artists had Marnie go in and redo all of Natalie's parts because they didn't think her singing was quite up to par. Just listen.
Nothing else but you, ever. Nothing else but you, ever.
It was later revealed that the director, Robert Wise, was just humoring her. He never had any intention of letting Natalie do her own singing to begin with. They even had Marnie to do some of Rita Moreno's parts in West Side Story. Again, she didn't get any credit on the film's soundtrack, but this time, she insisted on being paid a percentage of the royalties. She stood her ground, and when the studio wouldn't relent, the composer, Leonard Bernstein, gave up a half percentage of his royalties to make sure that Marnie got paid. Her last big film was My Fair Lady with Audrey Hepburn. Audrey was a little more receptive to working with Marnie, but she still wanted to try to do her own singing. She too worked really hard with a vocal coach and recorded Wouldn't It Be Lovely for the studio. Audrey's natural voice fit the unrefined version of the Eliza Doolittle character very well, but the studio felt that the contrast between Marnie's voice and Audrey's was too extreme, so Audrey's voice wasn't used at all.
Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Oh, wouldn't it be lovely?
She was devastated, though she was always gracious to Marnie. Since Julie Andrews originated the role of Eliza Doolittle on Broadway, there was a lot of backlash about Audrey, who was a bigger star at the time, being chosen for the film role, especially since she wasn't a singer. Many people feel that this was the reason for Audrey being shut out of the Oscars that year. Julie Andrews ended up winning for her role in Mary Poppins. But Marnie did finally make it to the big screen just once, as Sister Sophia in The Sound of Music.
They like Savage, why you got a 12-car garage and you only got 6 cars? Cocaine on the table, liquor pouring, don't give a damn. Don't your girlfriend is so goofy, she just tryna get in. Saying I'm with the band.
Hey, I was just wondering, initially, I am not physically attracted to you. Your clothes are nice, but they're a little baggy, so I can't see any muscle definition. You do have a strong hairline, though, which means you're either too young or you're not stressed out enough, which means you might not have a job, which also might mean you still live with your mother, which could be endearing, but just not an ideal environment. But times are tough nowadays, which I understand, so I feel like if we agree on 3 to 5 likes and dislikes, there's a turn for me. 56% chance I'll sleep with you. I actually just came to ask if I could take that chair. You're funny and not interested. Your probabilities just went up to 92%. I'm walking away now. 99. Oh, I am physically attracted to you now. How'd it go, bro? It totally works. She wants to sleep with me. Oh my god!